So my absolute sure, unless something gonna happen in my life, that Kelly 28 black gold hardware hopefully still going to be in my collection in the next 10 years. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so very much for clicking on this video. It's been more than 2 weeks, I would say, since I did my last post on the YouTube, and maybe you don't even notice, but I missed you guys so much. I honestly missed you. Sometimes, you know, we don't even realize how much we need this connection with humans, just to chat about something, especially in the area of your interest, in the area of your almost passion. So, and I definitely love luxury. I definitely love handbags specifically. So if you into luxury, if you into fashion, if you specifically into handbags, because today I'm definitely going to talk about handbags, please consider subscribing to my channel, hit that red button, ring the bell, and hopefully we will continue this journey together. Today I want to do a tag video, and this tag was actually created by Cat L, and I was tagged by two lovely ladies, Clara Zilla and Fashionably Amy. And I would say Cat L, Clara Zilla, and Fashionably Amy, they're like holy trinity. So these girls, they are supporting each other all the time on the YouTube, and when obviously they're supporting me, I always support them. Even if I don't comment under some of their videos, I watch all their videos. So therefore I know exactly what's into their collection, what kind of handbags they love, etc, etc. So they're supporting me, I'm supporting them, and it's really great when we are supporting each other. I'm most likely gonna tag once again some of you guys, my friends on YouTube. Please consider doing this tag. And the tag is kind of predicting your collection in 10 years. It's very hard tag to do for me personally, because when I see some girls, they're definitely younger and they're like, oh my gosh, in 10 years I will be in my 30s or I will be in my 40s, most likely I will prefer more mature style, etc, etc. So in 10 years, gosh, I don't want to even say how old I'm going to be. But I will try to do this tag, because all my handbags I'm buying to use, and some of them are obviously influenced by the trends, by the fashion, by influencer also on the YouTube, because like when I see somebody's unboxing some specific, like, you know, it bag, and they explaining the reasoning why they love it, I was like, oh yeah, I could love that bag too. Yes, it's a great bag to have. Yes, I should buy it. So that's kind of, you know, the process happening with me, especially like when I'm so influenced by the handbags. But if I'm talking about 10 years, it's kind of like, you know, time to think, to reassess what handbags I'm using and what handbags I'm not using. And in a sense, in 10 years, will it be the handbags that I actually enjoy using handbags, or will it be handbags that almost pretty much a legacy of mine, that I want to pass it through generations? And then if my children or grandchildren won't use these handbags, I'm pretty much going to be like, you know, rolling in my grave thinking, oh my gosh, I spent so much energy and love, you know, getting these handbags. But they have their own opinion, and you will never know what they love or what they won't love. But if I'm still considering that I'm gonna use the handbags in 10 years, I know for fact, like, no, I shouldn't say I know for fact, please disregard that. But I think I wouldn't have much of Louis Vuitton handbags at that point, because even right now I'm trying to get into more quiet handbags. Very seldom I use right now my Louis Vuitton handbags, especially with the pandemic. What happened, I find them too loud, too your face. So definitely I don't foresee in the future adding any more Louis Vuitton handbags, or for that matter even using heavily my Louis Vuitton handbags. I even considering maybe selling some of my Louis Vuitton handbags, because you know, I find very difficult to use those bags. I mean, there is a place and occasion when you can use loud handbags, but generally I would rather use something really quiet and less recognizable. But there is some handbags that have significant value in my life and in my collection. You can see that I have already Hermes happening over here, and I have Chanel happening over here. But number one handbags that I definitely gonna have in my collection, I think, hopefully once again passing through generation, it's my Chanel medium large classic flap, and this is double, obviously double classic flap, and it's actually made in France. So it's caviar, it's a shiny gold hardware, and it's made in France. It's an absolute iconic handbag for Chanel brand, and I really love this size. This size is very good. I find that this size is very easy to use because I don't really have to downsize, but I'm somewhat still considering maybe adding small classic flap into my collection. But with the small classic flap, it's always a little bit of dilemma, like how they finish in the corners, like either there is a missing stitch, or there is no stitch, or there is some of the handbags have stitch, but this is different topic. But I would say if I gonna visit France and I'm gonna visit Rue Cambon Chanel boutique, most likely I wanna add a small handbag into my collection, and hopefully in foreseen future I'm gonna have a small flap into my collection. But as per now, I'm really satisfied that I have my medium large, and I think it's good enough for now. So medium large, it's definitely I'm gonna see that I will have in my collection and using in 10 years in my collection. The other Chanel handbag for that matter will be my Chanel mini top handle. Once again, it's a caviar, and it's in aged gold hardware, and this caviar is kind of little bit of iridescent. Most likely it will be very hard to see, but it is. And believe it or not, I still have a stickers. I didn't use it even once. But as you know, it's so hard to get minis with caviar from Chanel nowadays, but this one I got it directly from the boutique. It's not a resale. It took me a journey to get this handbag, and I'm so very grateful to my essays that I was able to score it. And let's say if I'm gonna sell all my minis, you know, and I just gonna have this one, I think it fits perfectly into any occasion. I can wear it with a denim, I can wear it for special like really fancy dinner event, and will be right at place. So if I would have to have just a one evening handbag, it will be my Chanel mini caviar aged gold hardware with the top handle, because it's so elegant with the top handle. So this is my handbag number 2 that I will definitely gonna have in my collection in 10 years, or at least I hope that I still gonna have in 10 years into my collection. The next handbags that I'm gonna touch upon, it's my Hermes handbags. This one is very hard to say for me, because this is actually exotic, and this is, I will show to you actually how I store it, because normally I don't really close the cover when I don't use it. I just store it like that, so the handbag could breathe, and I just store it like that, open, but with the dust bag and everything, and the handbag is comfortably resting, that, you know, sleeping on the pillow when I'm not using. So let me just put the box away. So, and this is my exotic Birkin. It's Birkin 30, and it's ostrich and shiny alligator, and I have it in indigo blue and black. From the far away it almost looks like everything is black, but in fact it's indigo blue and black. Let me just, and that's how exactly I store it. You can see that the lock is covered by the, what it's called, the dust bag. So I definitely hope that I'm gonna still have this handbag into my collection, because when I was purchasing, I really love ostrich. I really love ostrich. It's extremely durable leather. It's very light leather. The only problem with ostrich is could patina over time, especially from your hands. So it's really good idea to have some kind of you know, twilly on handles. But in my case, it's actually combination of ostrich and touch of alligator. So I have actually alligator handles on top. So I didn't really plan to buy with alligator, but it would be offered to me because I specifically requested ostrich. But I really love this combo, and it's absolute luxurious handbags. But with the younger generation right now, especially my daughter, she doesn't see this as a right choice per se, because she says it's really wrong of killing alligators. I wouldn't call like ostrich as endangered species, because they farm them in Australia and let's say in South Africa. So it's pretty much as we farm cows and like, you know, pigs in North America, the same things they farm ostriches in South Africa and Australia. Once again, guys, if I'm wrong, please correct me if you're from South Africa or Australia. So it's not endangered species. It's like, you know, normal animals that have been farmed and obviously used for meat, not specifically for leather only. It's used for meat, and obviously the leather is byproduct of that meat, so they use for the handbags. And I absolutely love it. Like, look how gorgeous this you know, the leather, the everything is together. But and when I was purchasing this one, I definitely hope that my daughter gonna use it, but it doesn't look that she's actually enjoying exotic leather. But like, let's say once again, when I was a young girl, I didn't really appreciate sapphires and rubies. I thought they're like kind of like, you know, tacky red stones, but now I changed my mind, obviously with the aging process. So maybe she's gonna change once again her mind about ostrich and alligator skins when she's gonna get more mature. But as per right now, she doesn't want it, and I obviously plan to keep this one in my collection. But I really want to pass it to someone through generation who truly appreciate this handbag. So we shall see. We shall see what's gonna happen, but I really love this handbag. And this is the, like, just even touching this, it just kind of, oh my gosh, it almost gives you kind of like sensation inside. Oh, I love it so much. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. So anyway, my Birkin 30 in ostrich and alligator touch. My next handbag that I still think I'm gonna have in 10 years collection, and it will be an absolute shock to many of you because very few people talk about this handbag, and this is my Valextra Eyesight. Valextra Eyesight is an Italian brand, and it's still family-oriented brand, so they keep it in the family per se. And the quality of construction of these handbags, I would say it's as good as any Hermes handbag. It's absolute perfection. And I love using these handbags so very much. Each handbag, once again, handcrafted by individual artisan, the same way as each handbag crafted by individual artisan of the Hermes. This is the same things. It's crafted by individual artisan, and there is number over there which is associated with that specific artisan. So, and when there is any issue with the handbag, they send it back to that specific specific artisans that you know, did that handbag, or like, I'm assuming if that artisan no longer with the company, then someone who will take over the work of that specific artisan. And everything is unique of this handbag, the way they hook strap, the way the lock turns. There is no any large logos or anything like that. And this is quite bright color. I don't have many such bright colors in my collection, and it was quite a bit of, you know, almost challenge for me to actually use this handbag. But surprise, surprise, I actually use it so very much. And what I love about these handbags, that it's actually quite high quality, but because it's absolutely unrecognizable, this the brand, I can go anywhere and not be stared at. Because let's say if I'm gonna use my Louis Vuitton handbag, I know for sure I'm gonna get looks, or even my Chanel handbags, because CC everybody knows. But this one, when I wear, nobody knows. I feel comfortable, and I feel good also about myself that I use such a quality handbag. And because I'm such a, you know, handbag lover, and appreciate and I truly appreciate the quality work of the handbag. And this handbag, once again, it's an absolute beauty. I'm gonna bring it closer. You're gonna see it's an absolute perfection, an absolute, the glazing and everything. I think I have this handbag for more than 3 years, and I use it actually plenty, and it's still in absolutely pristine condition. And it's also leather lined, and it's two tones, so inside it's light color leather, and outside it's bright blue. I think they call it aquamarine blue. And the texture of this leather, believe it or not, I would say it's almost as close as Hermes Epsom leather. And I even like try to do photos side by side, Hermes Epsom and this handbag, they look exactly alike. So I definitely still see this handbag being in my collection, because I don't want to sell it at all. The next handbag, I think, I'm not sure if it's going to be specifically this color combo, but I got this handbag at the beginning of this summer, and I use plenty, and I absolutely love it. And I'm absolutely positive if I have to have at least one tote in my collection, this will be the handbag. And this is Chanel Deville top handles, new size small. I actually gonna make also video very soon, review of this handbag, because I said I think I got this one, it's 22S. I think it was yes, it's a spring collection, and or even 22P. It's either P or S, I don't remember exactly. I think it's S, and I use it so very much. I don't have exact organizer yet. I didn't try any. I would say Birkin 30 maybe will fit nicely, but this is actually my SPG 25 organizer, and I have little bit on the side space, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. It has also an additional pouch if you need to keep something like, you know, valuable secure. It has a back pocket. I use it so very much this summer. I surprised myself how much I use it, and it's very, very comfortable to use, because previously I tried the wheel handbags so many times, but large size or medium size, it's always too big for me. But this size is absolute perfection. As I said, this is more of the summery. I hope it's still going to be in good condition in 10 years, but I would say if it would have been something from the different collection, a little bit more durable color, I would say something a little bit darker with darker handles. I see myself purchasing second handbag, because this is perfect for summer, but I don't see this wearing in winter time, though why not? But I think if I have to have a tote handbag in my collection, this would be Chanel Deville small size with the top handles. This is the new style of the Deville. So this is 100%, I think, something like that, or exactly of these handbags I'm gonna have in my collection. When it comes to the casual, before for me casual it was always Louis Vuitton, but as I said, right now I find in Louis Vuitton is too loud for my liking per se. But recently also I add Hermes Della Cavaliere into my collection. It's a mini size, and oh my gosh, I love this handbag. I think from all Hermes handbags that I ever purchased, this handbag got the most used. Absolutely love it. I got it last winter before Christmas, and I used it since winter non-stop. Once again, as I said, it's very discreet style. Very few people can actually recognize this handbag, and as I said, I feel very, very at ease use this handbag. I don't see myself as a target or for pickpocketing or anything like that. I think it will be a perfect handbag for traveling as well. It's very easy to use. It's quite secure lock. It's also quite roomy handbag to put your stuff in, and I have nothing negative to say. And as I said, I use it so very much. I recently also did video 6 months review of this handbag, but I actually have for more than 8 months already, and I truly used it. It's not like, you know, okay, I used 2 times, or oh my gosh, I used 10 times maybe. No, I think since I got it, I maybe used like 30 or 40 times already, or maybe even 50, I don't know, because I really use it. It's every single week I use at least twice. I really use this handbag, and I love it so very much. I don't know if in 10 years I'm gonna have exactly this handbag, but I would say something in this style, very casual, very discreet, that I can use it for every day. Good size that pretty much all my essential fits in, but at the same time it's not over like big, or not overpowering my body frame, etc. So definitely see this handbag or something like that into my collection in 10 years or so. Sadly, as I said, I don't see any Louis Vuitton handbags in 10 years, and not because I don't love Louis Vuitton. I just find them too loud. I just find them too loud, you know, for my liking nowadays. And the last, definitely not least, surprise, it's not an exotic. Anybody would assume that Birkin would be, my exotic Birkin would be the last one that for sure like see myself using in 10 years. As I said, in 10 years I will be, I don't want to call myself old lady, but definitely more on the mature side, and to be more careful, you know, what I'm wearing when I'm just by myself. But this is definitely something that I could see myself wearing in 10 years, because once again it's very discreet. Unless you know, you know, otherwise, you know, it's very discreet handbag. And this is my Kelly 28 black with gold hardware in Epsom leather. I definitely can see that I have this handbag for 10 plus more years. It's absolutely classic shape, like, you know, trapezoid shape, because I 100%, it's my style. I love using top handle handbags. It's very easy to go on the crook of the arm. So it has a shoulder strap, so if I need it, I can always put it on my shoulders. And this is the 100% my style. And as you can see, like, you know, when I'm talking about Valextra, you can see it's pretty much the same thing. It's just Valextra is smaller, because this one, I think it's 22 centimeters across. It's really small. It's even smaller than Hermes 25. So you can see that top handles are my preferred style, because just complete flap, I would say it's going to be just a classic medium large or something like that, like, you know, something casual without any top handles. But if it has to be just kind of everyday wear, going for the meeting, going for the shopping, etc., I still prefer to have something with a top handle. So my absolute sure, unless something gonna happen in my life, that Kelly 28 black gold hardware hopefully still going to be in my collection in the next 10 years. So that's about it, guys, for this video. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give me likes. please, please, please support my channel, because it doesn't take much. Just hit the like button and it shows that you really appreciate what I do on this YouTube channel. Thank you very much again. Thank you very much, ladies, for creating this tag, and definitely for tagging me. Please check your name in the description box below, because I definitely gonna tag some of my YouTube friends. So that's about it for today, and I will see you on my next one. Bye bye.